So data preparation, right? We just heard about the lovely new MQTT service and everything that Jane and team have worked on. And let's just take an example. You have your raw data. It's now you're posting it via the MQTT service and it's now in the cloud. What do you do with it, right? This is where data preparation comes into play. So data preparation is our data transformation tool where you will take your raw unprocessed data and you will transform it into the usable homogenized data format that you'd come to know with Cumulocity, right? And we're developing this new application called data preparation with a AI-enabled code base, right? So the idea is it's very quick, it's very simple, it's very easy to transform from your raw formats into Cumulocity formats using this AI-powered tooling, right? We've been doing a lot of testing and a lot of R&D related work on this topic, and we really think it works quite well. So I'm going to show you a demo in just a second here. But this is a new idea built on top of the work that Jane and team have done with the MQTT service to make it as easy as possible to connect your data to Cumulocity. So right now we are in sort of a closed beta or private preview, as we like to call it. So we have the engine up and running. It is able to process your incoming data, give measurements, events, alarms, devices, all sorts of stuff. It supports JavaScript coding with an end-UI testing framework. Please do note that everything you're about to see is in a private preview. It is subject to change, and we have a lot on our roadmap. You can see in the box on there on the right, all the things that we want to get to in the coming months. So we are currently in a closed or private preview format, but if you're interested, we'll touch on that. Please get involved. Reach out to me. I want to get you involved. I want to hear your use cases. I want to make this application as useful as possible. So I'm quickly going to show you a demo. So here we are inside of Cumulocity. This is the data preparation application. You can see it in my app switcher here. I have a few rules that I've already created, but I'm going to walk you through the entire process of connecting a device and creating a data preparation rule. So I've created this simple monitoring page. It's just for various different simulators so that I can easily and visually show you that I'm turning them on. So I have this temperature simulator. If I turn that on, you can see the data for the temperature simulator is very simple. It's just a temperature value with a timestamp. And we are going to take this data. This data is now being posted to the MQTT service of Cumulocity. We're going to take this data and we're going to create a data preparation rule. So we're going to transform this raw unprocessed data into the Cumulocity format. So what I'm going to do is come into my Cumulocity tenant, go to the data preparation application and click create rule. Now at present, the only thing that we support throughout this private preview phase is the new MQTT service. So I'm going to leave it there. In the future, we do plan on supporting multiple different data ingestion methods. You select your topic filter here. So I'm just, again, posting a very simple temperature simulator here. If you want to, you can set a client ID filter if you're doing any sort of testing or further filtering needed. And then you can define a name and description for your rule, but I'm just going to go ahead and click create. What this will prompt you with is you see now an AI dominant interface where you can talk with an AI to generate mapping code between your raw unprocessed data and the Cumulocity domain format. In the very near future, we're going to have the ability to live capture or snoop on the MQTT payload, so you don't have to copy in the payload. But for now, I'm just going to copy this payload in, right? And right away, we see this option, right? The AI understands what is being presented to us. I'm just going to click convert to a Cumulocity measurement, right? From here, the AI is going to take this, it's going to understand, read through the payload, and then produce what we call a smart function or a piece of JavaScript that converts the raw unprocessed data into the Cumulocity domain format. So via one click, I have already created the transformation logic that is necessary in order to get my data into Cumulocity, right? In addition to that, we have our testing framework here, so you can see what that output within Cumulocity will look like, right? So right now, I could just deploy this rule and it would start working, but what I'm also going to do is ask the AI to add additional measurements for other temperature units, right? So let's say, please, because you got to be nice to your AIs, please add Fahrenheit and Kelvin measurements. And what it will do is it'll understand what you're asking it to do, update the smart function or the JavaScript code to be reflective of that, and then you can deploy it. So as it's thinking through this, it's saying, okay, I'm going to pull in the values for Fahrenheit and Kelvin, and then update the code. You can see that it's now done that now. I believe, yeah, so then it gives you a summary here, and we can go from there. So now we know if I run this test, we can see all three of those units have been calculated and it's ready to go, right? All I'm going to do now is hit save and deploy. this rule is now active. The data is being posted to the MQTT service. And if I quickly swap over to device management, we should see a brand new device that was just created from this data preparation rule. So if I click into this device, you can see that all of my data is now being posted. We can see the Fahrenheit value, the Kelvin value, the Celsius value as well. All of those are now being posted. Again, it's every 10 seconds that it's being posted against the MQTT service. So it's very, I hope you could see the power of this. It's very simple and easy to get your data onboarded. You send it through the MQTT service, you one click, you have a rule that deploys it to the data preparation engine, and then you can have your data in a homogenized format of Cumulocity for use downstream in things like your dashboards or your offloading or anything like that. Now, data preparation is a very powerful engine. Obviously, this example was pretty straightforward or pretty simple. I do have some other examples here. This is a medical device that requires decoding, right? So this, you can prompt the AI with your decoding logic, and it can come through and decode all of that value for you, right? I also have another smart lake example, right? And this actually uses a wildcard in the MQTT topic to pull in location values. So all of these different types of data preparation can be done using this very powerful engine. And we're very excited to get you folks onboarded to this system, as we really think it's going to simplify and streamline a lot of those onboarding device workflows. So that's my very quick demo. I'm going to stop sharing and go back to the slide deck here. So that's my demo. If you're interested, want to get access to our closed beta, please get in contact with me, tal@cumulocity.com. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your use cases. But one thing that I want to quickly call out is the engine capabilities. So as I mentioned, we've been doing a lot of work on our end to test and verify not just the AI, but also the engine capabilities itself. So as you just saw, that user interface is optimized for JSON payloads. We know the vast majority of our customers use JSON payloads, so we've optimized that user interface, at least in the short term, for those JSON payloads. However, the AI and the underlying runtime engine are format agnostic. So we've tried things like Sparkplug and Protobuf and other binary types. All of those work throughout this powerful engine that we've created, right? So just a call to action: if you have a unique data challenge, a different type of formatting that you think is maybe customized or unique, please reach out to me. I want to hear your formats. I want to make sure that this data preparation tool can handle whatever we throw at it. So I'm really keen to get those use cases from you. So again, there's my email again, tal@cumulocity.com. Please do reach out. I really am interested in hearing from you. Now, my last slide here before I hand over to Ruben. The dynamic mapper is an existing open source solution that is available today for you to use it for production purposes. Everything you just saw, of course, is in a closed beta or private preview form, so it's not really intended for production use yet. Obviously, we're working on it. That's coming in the near future. I want to shout out the dynamic mapper. This is an available solution for all of your data transformation needs that now supports the MQTT service as well. So everything that Jane just mentioned, it can be done through the dynamic mapper as well. So if you have a need for data transformation logic, I highly recommend using the dynamic mapper in the short term. But in the longer term, we want to position this new data preparation application, and I'm keen to hear your use cases.